as we are off and running on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson, and no run back. Here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Logan Wilson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep to return is Lynn Bowden. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and complete to Zach Ertz. Sheds off the tackle. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. Now the try here for the extra point. and the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Prescott. He completes it to Henry. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. That catch good for only a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. They'll get this out to Kamara. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And there's Williams. What a catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it? Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A second down throw for Prescott. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Throwing, Prescott. Room to run inside the 40. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And again, it's Prescott.
He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Kamara. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. Running right through him. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Powering his way forward. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And right side hitter's got it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about, trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off, ends up going for negative play.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Vikings 14. Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got Mason complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Shrugs him off, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson.
There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And Prescott, his third interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Prescott. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw again on second down. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On third down, it's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Prescott. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
To throw is Prescott.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. Touchdown!
Noah Gray
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Second down at 4.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now, first down run with Jacobs going to be well read defensively as they'll stop him for a loss of a couple.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run the counter. It's Jacobs. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Prescott on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season,
but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson now off the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Ertz has it left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
He'll find Williams on the slant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A quick throw there out to Williams. Not much there, only a yard.
Defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. On 3rd down, Wilson. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. The 20.
Bring in the second string.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead. Now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's just me and you. It's just
Wilson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You gonna see son.
To throw is Wilson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Able to connect with Jacobs.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Throwing here, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.